How is everyone doing today?
Sound a little bit husky.
Well, if my voice is any indication how this weekend went, I think we had a pretty good time. Yeah? It was phenomenal to see you again, spend a couple of days mingling, talking about spaceships, having fun, playing tournaments, watching presentations, and, you know, just... And what?
Were you guys drinking?
So
Well,
that was part of the plan?
No one invited me.
Oh, I wasn't aware. I wasn't aware.
All right, thanks, man.
But yeah, we did a bunch of crazy things over the last couple of days, right?
Yep. We got started on Thursday night where we went along to Axe Monkeys, and like it's a strange thing. I wasn't expecting to be literally holding a can of beer in one hand and pitching a sharpened axe at a bullseye with the other. I thought there would be some kind of demarcation between those two things, but no. Hey, it's Las Vegas, right? So you just mash it all together.
It's a beautiful place.
It's very efficient too. Anyway. But nobody got hurt, so that's an achievement in itself. And as it turns out, here in the EVE community, we have some really, really talented axe throwers. Like, just check out this action. Whoa. Bam.
Yeah. Pretty decent.
like this. Yeah. But every yin there's a yang. Even though Insidious was amazing on the axes, there's got to be a cool euphemistic word for that, but axes sounds awesome enough already. Some of the axe throwing wasn't so good. This is CCP Muppet Hunter having a try and not doing so well. There were also a couple of people who maybe had a little bit of an unhealthy fascination with the axes.
There you go, Casper.
Luckily, CCP Blue Screen wasn't quite that inaccurate, so it went well. Yeah. And of course, the pub crawl itself, we had a good time on the pub crawl. If you guys made it to the end, I think the Golden Spike, the backyard they had out there was amazing with all like giant beer pong and giant chests. And
that was bizarre.
And giant, you name it, yeah. There was an army obviously out there marching around having a really good time. Another one of the venues we stayed at, I saw the world famous Heart Attack Grill across the road and considered going over there to eat a burger, but then I remembered you have to fill out a fairly lengthy waiver, is that right? And you have to wear like a hospital gown and all these sorts of crazy things if you want to take on that challenge. Roaming from one place to another was absolutely fantastic. I don't know why we bothered with group numbers because I think after like the first 5 minutes, everyone was just mingled together, but that was still awesome because we all got to hang out with a whole bunch of different players. Hopefully you guys got to speak to a lot more devs than you just would have if you just stuck in your groups as well. So I think it was op success as far as the pub crawl went. I had a great time.
Absolutely. And obviously yesterday we had a great party at Omnia. Did everyone here went to see the permaband? Yeah, there we go. I think the venue was great. We had a very nice music from CCP Flebix. I don't really remember his name. Atli. That's our like a company DJ now because we have so many opportunities to be playing music and just having a good time.
We need a full-time DJ,
Absolutely, exactly.
Everything gets better accompanied with some techno music, you know, like ship modeling, game design, you name it. It just smooths the whole process of the thing and keeps people working in unison.
Yeah, and every single one of you was looking beautiful yesterday, so please give yourself a round of applause. Yeah. We cannot also forget about the very unique and amazing performance from Permaband. I think they really step up their game.
I spoke to CCP guy today in the corridor, and he was so pumped with how it went. He honestly said, he's like, I feel like that's like the best set we've ever done. So he was really excited.
I think it was partially because it was very personal. They were like literally
like this
on
far
the
away.
stage 1 meter away from you. And the support they had from like the first row with Dirk, just, you know, Dirk knows all the lyrics from Permaband. This is crazy. But very good to see him play again. I think Permaband is so instilled with EVE Online community that we cannot continue living without them.
And in addition to all the parties and the good times we did after hours, there was also a lot of really cool news and information about the game itself, which brought us all here that we've been viewing over the last couple of days. As you all know, Chapter 2 of The Invasion is coming along on November 26th, we'll be adding some new content, including a new ship to the game and some exciting new content for you guys to try out. I've personally been having some fun with the invasions this year, but in particular, the ships that came along with it, the Sclavian ships are so cool, so fun, and such a completely different mechanic to what we've been used to before. So it's nice having a new toy in the sandbox to really sort of explore and play with and come to terms with. I'm kind of also, I'm a bit of a lore nerd, so I'm also excited about having more of the mysteries of the Dragavians unraveled as time goes on, and I know there are some people in the community who are super excited about that aspect of it too.
Yeah, other than that, we were also talking about the EVE Core roadmap for 2020. There has been a lot of learnings we took from the Chaos era that we're now formalizing into the new teams, processes, and the roadmap for EVE Core. Obviously, this is going to kick off on January 1st, but until then, we're gonna have the Team Talos producing some funny stuff for us.
And I'm super excited about this because I'm a veteran player. I've been playing for 15 years, and since I work at CCP, I get to have a little peek behind the curtain at the roadmap. CCP Rise has already kind of given you guys some hints about what's coming up. I've seen a little bit slightly more fleshed out versions of that, and I'm somebody who was like super excited about the warp speed changes that were announced in Warp Drive Active. And this is just the first release for these guys so far. They bumped up the speed on cruisers, and battleships, which makes those ships so much more viable for getting around, getting into fights, maybe sometimes getting out of fights even if that's your jam. I don't know, why would you want to, but you can do that if you want. I am super excited because every single release that's being staged down until the end of the year has something in it for me with just sort of like, ooh, that's going to be so good when it comes up. And the very next thing is going to be coming along in just a couple of days. We're going to be seeing updates to the interceptors. They'll get some more combat viability and just like some slight tweaks to the assault frigates, just to sort of keep a gap between the two of them. But this should reinvigorate the Howling. Obviously is about invigorating the old Wolfpack doctrines and getting them back out there flying around in massive fleets, which will be super exciting.
Yeah, the other thing that we have lined up is obviously the Trick or Treat event that all of you are super excited about. The 100% drop rate for all modules and cargo seems to be quite crazy, and I don't know why we're doing this.
It's going to be nuts.
But you know, it's probably Loot Fairy must be really liking Halloween this year. Other than that, we obviously had the Invasion Tournament series, and I would like to give a big round of applause for the team that won just a couple of minutes ago. Second place was for the Amarian Dream. Those guys have been playing at least 3 tournaments already of the Invasion World Tour. They're going all over the place, really putting a lot of effort, training for months to try and secure the spot in the global finals that's gonna be held at FanFest 2020 in Reykjavik in April. But you know, we kinda, when we were laying down the Invasion World Tour to have the tournaments at each leg of the World Tour Invasion, we kinda realized at some point that we only have 7 teams that we're gonna be able to acquire by the end of the year. And we cannot have a bracket with 7 teams. We really need to have an 8 team. That's why we've decided, and I'm happy to announce that we're gonna be hosting an online qualifier in December that will be open to everybody and all the different regions, which will basically allow for additional 8 spots for the team to come to Reykjavik and compete for the title of the global finalists. We're gonna be following this up with information very shortly, so please keep an eye on our social media and news items on the website.
All right, but there's shooting each other in spaceships is one thing, but it's a little bit aggressive, isn't it? And there's something else that you guys as a community keep impressing us with year after year after year, and that's your generosity. And you guys are always so eager to help people in need. And this year we've been supporting the AbleGamers charity. And to tell you a little bit more about the charity efforts that took place during eVegas. We'd like to invite the space famous and wonderful FC champion and volunteer wrangler, Greg L. to the stage.
Take the mic. Yep.
Yep.
Thank you. And thank all of you, because without you, none of us would be here.
Yeah.
Seriously. There's a lot of, oh wait, I'm supposed to talk about the charity first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what happens when I don't have my eyeglasses on. Okay, so AbleGamers, for those of you who don't know, we've been supporting AbleGamers specifically at eVegas, I think 4 out of 5 the last 6 years, or 5 out of the last 6.
Right.
And anyway, they create adaptive technology for young people and children and teenagers who have challenges with using traditional joysticks, keyboards, screens, and things like that. It was started by a single person. In the early years, our donations were like sometimes 30% of their entire yearly donation. So we really had an impact on helping Steve Spohn get AbleGamers up. And now they are sponsored by and supported by Microsoft, who's helping them co-develop technology. They make all kinds of these really cool touchpads and joysticks. And many of you got a stuffed plushie joystick today. And now they're nearly $1 million a year charity. And this is because people like all of you throw in $1 here and there. It really adds up. And they are making a difference. There's a player that comes on one of my rooms every week using equipment from them. He plays Eve because of AbleGamers. So all of you, give yourself a hand, because it's about you.
And do you remember how much money did we raise last year?
So last year we raised $15,206.
Okay.
Okay, and it was my goal, my personal goal, actually it was all of the volunteers' personal goal, to beat that this year. And after we closed the auction, we did, the math again, and I was really excited by the number, but didn't quite meet the goal.
Still.
So I kind of mentioned to a couple of people that we're this close. And first comes up Katie Say, and he donates $500 to the Concorde Pilots licenses. So those of you who haven't already picked up your Concorde Pilots license, you don't need, it's yours to take. It's already been donated. A donation's been made on your behalf for that. Also, if you bought a party-only ticket and have a character name, turns out I actually printed those. So there's been a donation made on your behalf for those. So many thanks to Katie Say. And then we set up the ring toss, and people went around some of the volunteers went around going around saying, hey, we still have raffle tickets. The odds are really good, You only get about 100 and, 1 in 200 or something. So anyway, some final numbers. $4,250 was raised in the auction.
Yeah.
There were some really, really cool items there. Many thanks to all of those of you who donated items. There was the Gold Pod from Ivy, the Apocalypse model from me, Rick Javix posters, Sort Dragon and Oakley made those wonderful lights. CCP and their prototype little models. Those are going to be for sale hopefully soon.
Hopefully soon.
Hopefully soon, TM. One of the Amar lights was actually we have a raffle for that, and we'll draw the winner here shortly. You get so, I guess. We raised $1,250 for that. Ooh. And then CCP donated a trip for one to FanFest, plus the sponsors, AMD donated some equipment. That raffle total was $3,850.
Nice.
You have about a 1 in 600 chance of winning on that. And then the character avatar buttons and Concorde Pilots licenses and assorted little swag. $6,007.80. So our final total is $15,459.89.
Yeah.
We beat last year. A little over $200 over. You did it, guys. Thank you. That is so amazing.
And of course, another item that was going along alongside all of the charity business was we were conducting 2 raffles.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Raffle 1 was the trip to FanFest that you mentioned before. That's okay. That's okay. And the other one was some really dank swag from our partners. So
we got the boxes just right there. Let me grab them.
Okay.
Maybe. Right.
So while he's doing that, how you been doing, Grey Girl?
I'm doing great.
Oh, good. Okay, he's back now.
Oh, okay.
I have it. I have it.
You should come and watch my FC presentation. I think you could use the tips.
Yeah,
you
the
know.
tips I know. About how many
Okay.
times?
So this is raffle 1, which
Raffle number
is
1.
yellow tickets. This
That's
is
the
the.
FanFest.
We'll draw 3 numbers. Well, first one number for the FanFest, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead and draw.
You want to do the honors?
We got to keep this above
All right,
board. I
all
can't
right.
touch it. I just sold them.
Normally lift it up so I can't see in the box.
I think there's a dollar bill in there. Don't pull that.
All right, so just to reiterate, this is for the yellow tickets, and
Yellow
this number is for FanFest. Yes?
All inclusive.
Because this is big, this is important, so we got.
Yep.
I want to make sure I get this
This
right.
is for
You got a number?
airfare,
I'm gonna.
Okay.
hotel,
Yes.
and
That
entry.
is FanFest.
And the winner has to be in the room to accept the prize. Is that correct?
Yes,
That's
must be
correct.
present to win.
You must be present. Okay. So the winning ticket number is ticket yellow 466.
Yeah?
Yes?
No? Anybody? 466?
466. Yellow ticket.
Yellow ticket 466. Not me.
Whoa, whoa, hey,
Yes.
Come on up. Come on up.
come here. Sweet.
And what is your name? Your character name? Oh, okay.
Come on up.
Jordan Clarksonton
I can confirm it is a match.
of Pandemic Horde. You're going to FanFest.
You better start booking your holidays.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You
All
are
right,
going to FanFest.
Come and find us after this.
All right, so next is some the other raffle. That's right. Oops. This is for the Amar lit up light.
They've been sealed to preserve the integrity.
I might have gone a little overboard
Hermetically
with the
sealed.
tape.
I'm just a weak person.
Oh.
That's all. There we go.
All righty.
Is that enough for you?
No, I can still see in it.
Oh wait, we still have
I'm
two.
gonna raise
Oh, we
it
still
up,
have
don't
2
worry.
other yellow ticket prizes to draw for.
We have one other yellow ticket prize, don't we?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
AMD
we have the
items.
Oh,
AMD
right.
card.
Okay, cool.
We're so professional.
You know, it's we
Jesus.
can thank last night for
C-
our
C-
mental
CC,
states
please.
today.
I'm just too
All right, so
excited.
this is for the AMD stuff. Do you want to bring it up here, guy? Real
Yeah.
quick.
Show us the merch, baby. And, all right. Yeah, I'm giving it a good swish.
I'm sure there's a better way to do this.
Yeah, you know what? Come on. Hey, let's go
Never
ahead
been
and
a
bring
better-
Roannon up.
All right.
Roannon is modeling and AMD, donated by our sponsors, AMD. What is that?
It's an AMD Ryzen 7.
Oh, it's a CPU?
Yeah, it's a CPU.
Awesome.
Yeah.
This will help you fit. This will help you fit a lot more stuff to your mid slots. Yeah, you know, if you can't quite, if you're tired of using compact modules, this will get Tech 2 on all of your PC. It'll be great. All right, and the winning ticket is also, again, yellow, obviously, and the number is 513.
513.
Check your tickets, guys.
Oh,
We got a winner?
yeah.
All right. Come on over.
up. Oop. Come on to the stage, sir. And it's a match. So you're all good.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
And your
What
name
was your
is?
space name?
Italian Rotanecu from PL. I can't pronounce
So
it.
please accept your bounty.
Congrats, man.
Good job, dude.
All right, one more. Let's bring up the last AMD item.
All right, this is for a video card, I believe.
Also donated by one of our sponsors.
Oh, is it a video card or is it a motherboard?
Is it a?
No.
It's a video card. No, it's
Yeah, MSI Radeon RX 5700
Jeez, we're good at this.
GFX.
We don't, this is why we don't need any practice whatsoever. All right, and the final of the yellow tickets we're drawing today is yellow ticket number 557. Yo.
Yeah.
Come on.
Bingo.
Come on.
Congratulations.
Right this way, sir.
Just, yeah, you can line up.
What is your inset spaceship nom de plume? Exandrius Dark Star.
How many tickets?
Ticket number 557. It's a match.
Just one?
Just one.
Congratulations, dude. All right.
Congratulations.
Congrats, man.
All right, and now we move on to raffle number 2. Savage. All right. Yeah. Let me see here. Okay, so these are the purple tickets now. And this is for the Amar light up sign. And it's ticket number 18. 18.
Okay. We got a number 18? Anybody?
Yes.
Not me.
Not you? No.
18, going once,
It's a 1 and then an 8.
going twice. Draw another number.
All right, that's it.
So I guess that means you get to go home with it, right?
Absolutely not.
This has happened.
The answer is no, but I did shit myself just a little bit right now. but I'm glad you yelled it out before we drew the next one. All right. Once again with the purple ticket. This time it is number 191. So 190, right? That was the guy. So 191 is what we're looking for the Amar light.
191, going once.
Can't give these things away. Yeah. Thanks for the reinforcement. All right, shall we go again?
Might as well.
All right. Number 3.
Yeah!
For real? For real? Nice, nice.
Proof that
I
it
feel like a
pays
happy
to buy
winner.
your raffle tickets early.
3 literally is the charm. Right.
Congratulations. And your name is? Valkyrie Starslayer. I know your name, actually. And you're with Wingspan. Congratulations.
Yeah, so much. Enjoy your FedEx box.
You wanna swap?
All right, that's our raffles.
Yeah,
great.
but you know, none of this would have been possible without an army of volunteers that is helping us every single event, just bringing it together.
The unsung heroes.
There they are.
Or most of them.
I mean,
So,
So on behalf of CCP, I just want to thank all you guys for your super hard work over the last few days, running registrations, setting up the rooms, setting up the tournament, the store, the charity booth, like probably a million things that you guys will probably never really knew that they contributed to. But, you know, like if everything goes smoothly like it has during this event, then you shouldn't notice the hard work they've done if they've done it well, and they did a fantastic job. So, Gregor, tell us a little bit about your troupe of awesome volleys.
well, we had 21 volunteers this year who just rocked it. They really made us all look so good. They really did. And most of them are actually here in the audience, and I would really like them to stand up
Wherever
and
you
give them
are.
really a big round of applause.
thank you.
Because, and these ones here, I'll get to in a moment, they deserve it. You know, some of us are more visible than the others, but all of us together make it work. And also want to shout out a little thank you to the random players, and you know who you are, who just stepped in and said, hey, I'll help. But a number of volunteers, these gentlemen here, have been to have volunteered at every single Vegas. Along with me, they've been the core. Blastum, Giznit, Roannan, Yari, Virgo, and every year you guys have just brought it over and over and over again, never complaining, and just wouldn't be here without you, and I love you guys. On top of, just loving all of y'all, really, because we made the goal, us volunteers want to thank CCP for doing this, because without you guys having this crazy idea of, hey, why don't we come to Vegas and party, well, none of us would be here. And we kind of, in cahoots with most of the people in the audience, put together a little something for y'all to bring back to CCP to remember us. And we really tried to keep this OPSEC, but some devs actually came by and signed it. And virtually every person here actually did sign this. And yeah, look at that, CCP Oracle. And this is our gift to you to bring back to Iceland with you, so you'll never forget Vegas and the players here.
Thanks, man. Thank you guys very much. Thank you. Good job. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
All right, wait your turn.
Thanks, buddy.
The side note, none of the volunteers have ever actually been able to be here during the closing ceremony because we're usually tearing down. So we want to thank you guys for making that happen for us today. Okay, there's one more unsung hero, isn't there?
What? Okay. Go on.
A certain gentleman who has also been a certain dev who's also been at every Vegas, who actually does all the planning, everything. He does everything. And that's CCP Curtis. And many people don't even know him. And he needs to come up here and get in a round of applause. Where is he? There he is. Not only has he, been the key man or one of the few top key men in organizing Vegas, he's also put on just about every single one of the World Tour events today, actually every one. 8 events, well, one more still to go, all year long. And of course, FanFest for the last 4 years and 5 years, actually 6 years, I can't even remember. And we have a little gift for you as a thank you from the players and us volunteers to take back to Iceland with you. I can't believe we got that many signatures on it. Hopefully I got the size right. Thank you again for the fun, the laughter, the sleepless nights, but that's not, that's alcohol's fault. So.
You guys, you're the best.
I'm feeling emotional now.
Yes, a little bit. What makes it amazing is that the list still goes on. We're not through it at all. There's still so many people that help us every event. I'm sorry. We have to carry on.
Yeah. You know that feel? The other people that we have to thank, and these guys are absolutely critical to not just making Vegas as good as it can be for you guys at the venue, but also for the very important family of Eve community that can only watch on the stream, and that is, of course, Streamfleet. These guys do an incredible job. They're amazingly professional. They know their craft super, super well, and they've been with us on the world tour so far every step of the way. And that's in addition to that awesome advocacy that they do just for EVE streamers in the community when they're not running around with all this Invasion World Tour craziness with us as well. So I want you guys to give these guys a big hand of applause as well, because they're an integral part of making these successful. Stream related, our stream hosts this year, Bjorn B and CCP Antiquarian, did a fantastic job, as they always do. They're great guys. They have great interplay. Antiquarian is one of the quickest wits that I've ever met. Do not spar with that man. He will destroy you, especially if he knows he can get away. You know, he'll take you down. So thank you to those guys for looking after our stream audience and keeping them entertained in between sessions. And of course, there's someone else really important we need to thank, our fantastic sponsors, Corsair and AMD. We're so pleased to be partnering with you guys. I mentioned them in the opening ceremony about the great support that they provided the event. With like fantastic prizes, computers for our PvP tournaments, and peripherals for those computers. So it's fantastic to have them on board for this event, and I hope we have a long and productive partnership.
But the World Tour is still not over. We got one more leg to go. We're gonna be going to London on November 23rd. The local organizers has been already hard at work planning everything and making sure that everyone attending is gonna have a great time. It's going to be a huge pub crawl. We're going to have a tournament there as well. It's going to be in O2 Arena, which is a fantastic location.
It's a big deal.
I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be great.
And even if the world tour is ending with London in November, we're looking forward to a whole bunch of really awesome events next year already, beginning with FanFest 2020, back in Iceland after a hiatus during the world tour. Now, I know a lot of people that I've spoken to here at this event. They've already booked their flights, they've booked their accommodation because they've known the dates for some time now. Now you can finish things off because as of right this minute, tickets for FanFest 2020 have gone on sale. Oh, did they? Oh, so someone's like, oh yeah, I'm just going to hit refresh and make CCP Convict look like an idiot on the stage. Well, joke's on you. It is so easy to make me look like an idiot. Yeah, I showed him. See, that CCP Antiquarian would have been proud of that one. Yeah. He loves them. So early bird tickets are on sale now, starting at $150, so get those while you can. It's going to be more of the things that you love from all of the EVE player gatherings that you're used to. There's going to be presentations, pub crawls, and we can also announce that once again, Permaband will be taking the stage for that. Yeah. So they're still with us, man. Everything that you love about FanFest will be back, and it's going to be bigger and better than ever.
And that's not everything, because we're also going to have a special performance, and I'm pleased to announce right here on stage that the band that will be playing at FanFest 2020 will be the anti-capitalism BDSM band that represented Iceland in the Eurovision this year, Hatari. Those guys, they are the award-winning art collective that made headlines for their participation in the 2019 Eurovision Song Contest.
Oh, sorry, I just love that anti-capitalist BDSM is a genre.
It was very difficult to say. I mean, they're making history. That's what they're making.
Oh, man.
I think they placed like around top 10 or something along those lines.
Iceland actually came 10th in the Eurovision last year, which is really, really cool. But you know what's even
size of
cooler?
the
Do you know who
country.
came 9th? Australia.
That must have been a fluke.
What? Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, but there we are.
But if you've never heard about them, I really encourage you to go on YouTube and just listen to the song they put out for the Eurovision. You're not going to be disappointed.
But FanFest is only going to be the start of a really, really crazy 2020 that we've got lined up for you guys. We've got other plans to have big player gatherings, one of which will be in the heart of the Russian community in Moscow. And then we'll be capping off the year with our big North American event in San Diego. We'll be sharing more news about these events later. So, no, guys, come on. If there's a player-organized gathering in Vegas 2020, we will love to support it, and we'll throw our weight behind it, absolutely, for sure. But we'll be sharing more news about these events later, so keep an eye on our website and our social media and all the various avenues that I'm sure a lot of you guys already use to keep in touch and up to date with all internet spaceship-related matters.
Now, our dear friends, we would just like to thank you for the amazing weekend. It has been wonderful. I personally had a blast for the past 5 days. It's been amazing just to have conversations with you, share a drink, make some jokes, have a laugh. You guys are amazing. You are, no doubt, the best online gaming community out there. Yeah. Give yourself a round of applause, please. And just to finish things off, we would like to show once again the fantastic community trailer that we have prepared to celebrate each and single one of you. Fly safe, guys. Fly safe.
When I said we could be alone in the universe, I was looking right into the faces of about 300 of my fellow players in EVE Online. And they knew instantly what I was trying to say.
I've met a lot of people from all across the world.
Flying with the same guys for almost 10 years.
It's such an amazing bunch of people.
That's my favorite part of the game. Basically the crew, all the good lads.
You may want to hit your brother and knock him around a little bit, but at the end of the day, we're all a bunch of brothers and sisters.
It's this amazing group of friends.
It's a passion for everyone that I play with.
The friends you make.
It's the people. The people are awesome.
Love the people that play the game.
And of course some PvP fights.
Burn them, guys. Burn them, burn them, burn them. You should be shield tank. You should do that real quick here. And folks on the Dominic, right away.
It's not easy. I've been playing this game for 8 years.
7 years.
15 years.
13 years.
And I'm still terrible at it.
No, we're not alone. It's the best community in the gaming world.
For every city